amazing webisode of Constantly Cheeky. Up there is Rupert Cheek. And I'm Constance Quigley, and together we make Constantly Cheeky, which is an amazing webisode series that plays twice a week for free on YouTube, offering information, tips, tricks, cheats, and, well, awesome discussion between Rupert and I for entrepreneurs, aspiring musicians, existing musicians, and anyone else who wants to, wiggle their foot into the industry. So for the last couple of weeks, Rupert and I have been working on a mini social media series where we just try and clue you in and help provide feedback on how to use the amazing social media resources that are out there. Today we are going to discuss Tumblr. Let's get at it, because, well, there's only so much time in a day.
Yes.
So, Rupert, I always do this to you. What is Tumblr?
Tumblr, you can think of it as a blog. Some people think of it as a blog. It's a place to post various kinds of media, including text, videos, links to audio, pictures, and combinations of those. For example, if you post a picture, if you upload a picture, you can add some text underneath to describe what the picture is, essentially. And the same with videos or audio content. With video, you can either post a link to a video on YouTube, which is what I will be doing with this video afterwards, or you can upload to Tumblr itself, which I haven't done myself, but you can do. Yeah, so it's a platform where you can share different kinds of media and connect with people.
Exactly, and Tumblr is, again, much like Instagram and Twitter, it's huge on your tags. So make sure you're hashtagging on Tumblr, otherwise people can't find your stuff. If you hashtag appropriately, a lot of people will find your stuff, and hopefully that was your goal. So Tumblr is a social media platform, just like all of the other ones that we've discussed. They all have their pros and cons, although we don't really ever discuss cons. No. Well, personally, they're minuscule, and the other social media will pick up any cons there may be. So have multiple social media accounts. I do. That guy does. And our links, of course, are on the side. Me, Rupert, as usual. So you can connect with us if you haven't connected with somebody yet on Tumblr. My Tumblr is really slow growing. I am not a good Tumblr. Sorry, world.
Tumblr.
I know. So, let me think. What do you put on your Tumblr?
I share, for example, I have been posting these videos that we've been doing. I've been posting images that relate to Cheeky promo, for example, screenshots of the Twitter account. Sometimes I browse and reshare other people's posts if I think they're relevant or interesting or inspiring or helpful to people who might be looking at the Cheeky promo account.
So do you have a personal Tumblr, or is it always Cheeky?
For this context, it's Cheeky.
Yes. Same here. I don't really have a personal Tumblr. I use it for business, and I should spend more time on there. I do post regularly, but it's very rare that I go in and check it out. So I promise my viewers that this week I will be more active in Tumblr, just in case you swing by and say hi, so I can say hi back.
When did you create the account?
Ooh.
Roughly.
I'm going to say like 2015 maybe?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm new to the Tumblr scene. I can tell you that I opened my Tumblr because my teenager came to me and said, and these are her words. So she goes, "Mom, Tumblr is for sophisticated youth. People who love reading and people who love engaged conversations. So why are you not there?" And it was in that moment that I stopped everything I was doing and I opened a Tumblr because I'm a good mom. And since then I have to agree with her. Tumblr's, it's a lot more intellectual. For a social media platform, or at least my groups are, the people that I'm socializing. A great love of books can be found on Tumblr. A great love of animals can be found on Tumblr. I found the cutest video of a little baby sloth. It was so cute, I shared it on Facebook. That was like a week ago, but still, it was the cutest darn thing ever.
I've seen a picture of an otter.
Of an otter? Did I post it?
You did.
Yeah, I'm usually responsible for otter posts within the feed. Trying to think. Tumblr is a really great place to be able to find out information on the arts. I really do like Tumblr for that. So not only is it a huge resource for authors and writers and that kind of thing, but you also see musicians using Tumblr rather frequently, both amateur and mature musicians to discuss and engage with their clients or their followers or their fans. So that's really interesting. Tumblr doesn't seem to push work. Something I've noticed. Tumblr is more like, even I said I use it for the hotel, but it's more for like informational purposes or to show off beautiful pictures of the hotel, because Tumblr is not really a place where you want, well, I guess you want to engage business everywhere, but Tumblr is not really the place that you go to engage business. Like, I've had 14 different business discussions on Twitter today. I've had 30 plus discussions on private messages and Instagram today. I never get business discussions in Tumblr, and maybe it's just me. Maybe someone out there makes amazing money on Tumblr. And if that's true, friend me, because my Tumblr is just for social fun. What about you? Do you experience business on Tumblr?
I haven't had an awful lot of engagement on there compared to Twitter or Facebook or LinkedIn. It's true. I still post there in the hope that something that I post will help.
See, I post because I think that just the visibility makes a difference. People like to be able to engage with you. I know that I personally really like your posts on Tumblr. They're usually a little bit different than the posts that you'll find on Facebook, but they're more personal, more human, versus Facebook's always business. If you want to know things about Rupert, occasionally check in on his Tumblr because he lets life slide through. So do I. So Tumblr, you'll find hints of life, like, you know, not business and not, well, music is life for us. So music will be there. So will art.
Might not expect.
Right. But you'll find tiblets. You'll find like little bits where Rupert's like, happy post and motivational positive post, and then I'm like, today my daughter and I did this, and a cheesy photo of me and my kid, because why not? So on Tumblr you can find like human interactions, amazing things to read, It's an excellent social platform, but again, it's more for intellectual discussion, I think. That's how it works for me. So if I find somebody on Tumblr I'm interested in reaching out to, it's usually along the lines of they posted an amazing music video, or they posted several paragraphs based on a conceptual idea or a launch that they wanted to do, and I reach out to them. And even if we connect on Tumblr, we always end up doing business on Twitter. Apparently, I'm really good at business on Twitter. If you guys hear my rooster, I apologize. He makes noise when he wants to. And so while we're doing Tumblr, goodness, he's rude. Okay, while we're doing Tumblr, and I was talking about personal, so my personal for Tumblr today I'll do on YouTube. I own chickens and a rooster, for the world that didn't know that, and they're absolutely adorable and sometimes noisy.
There's only one or two ways of making them stop being noisy.
Eat them and...
give them to someone else.
Oh, no, I'd rather eat him. No, I'm kidding. No, he's super cute. My rooster, for those of you who are interested in me, you should go to my Facebook and look at him. He's deformed, and he's handicapped, and he's so special, and he roosters, he cock-a-doodle-doos all day and all night. He doesn't know... He doesn't know when the sun is up. He just thinks the sun is coming up constantly because he does this. But I really think that he's just trying to say hi to Rupert, because it seems to be when we're recording that he is the loudest. Right, but today we're in a hurry, so I'm not going to take the time to cut him out because I'm going to celebrate a graduation. So, and I am so proud of her, and I don't know, it doesn't get better than those life steps for people. I love celebrating those, and she worked hard for this, so yay, Sabrina. Huh?
How long have they been friends?
5 years.
Okay.
Which is pretty good for teenage girls, I think, nowadays. Yeah. And they're not going to be friends anytime soon. It kind of works out well for me because Sabrina and her family, they have 3 kids. And mine, 3 kids. And very different age groupings, but my oldest, Kalia, is very tightly knit with all 3 of their children. So even though Sabrina's going off to college... there are 2 others that are going to still be in high school with my oldest, and they're hopefully all going to get scholarships, and we will do 3 more of these awesome barbecues in the next 3 years. Oh my god, it's going to be a kid a year.
Well, are they a year apart then?
Yeah, I'm old. There's that realization. I'm graduating a kid a year. Not all mine, but they're mine. They're mine inadvertently.
You're old, what am I?
You're almost the same age as me, so I guess I could whine. But you're not graduating high schoolers. Man. Okay. Right. Not focus on the me getting old thing. So, I don't know. For me, Tumblr is a plug-in for my Facebook. Is that fair? Do you use it that way?
What do you mean?
Well, what I mean is everything that I post on Tumblr also posts to my Facebook. And I check into Facebook all day long. I have alerts on my phone. And I do for Tumblr too. But I only voluntarily go into Tumblr once every 2 days, and Facebook, I find myself in there half as much as I find myself in Twitter. So I think it's kind of like it's an extension of my Facebook. Well, you know that I'm really weird about the way that I post and I plan and I prep and I prepare everything. But I will partner pair them. So every single post that I have prepared for Tumblr actually feeds into a sister post that is prepared for Facebook. So when the one from Tumblr posts, hopefully the next post will be the one for Facebook, and they'll marry nicely. So I don't feel like I'm drowning people with the same information.
A lot of the content I share will appear on Facebook and Tumblr, but there are posts on both that don't appear on the other as well. So there's overlap.
I think every post I put on Tumblr goes to Twitter and Facebook. I think every social media account that I have is a plug-in account to my Twitter at this point. And then the second, I don't know. I'm in love with my social media, and they change constantly. They're constantly growing up and doing more. So I would say Instagram and Facebook are twins. They're my lucky number 2s. And then Tumblr, Pinterest, and everybody else. Well, Tumblr and Pinterest would be 3, and then everybody else is number 4. I don't use Snapchat.
No, I gave it a go, but didn't get into it.
I gave it a go too, and so if you totally understand Snapchat, maybe you should leave me a note that says, like, Connie, this is what Snapchat's about. I have really good friends that swear by Snapchat.
Or you could do a discussion with someone like we're doing now, with someone who does Snapchat.
Yeah, I should. I would shout somebody out right now, but I didn't ask permission. So I will ask him privately, and maybe we could do that, because that would be really neat. I don't know what else to say about Tumblr. And I'm really excited about a graduation party, so I apologize, world, because my mind is being flighty today.
I can't think of anything else right this second.
Me either. So you and I have been really busy the last 2 days. We're definitely late on this video, so we apologize for that ahead of time, world. We're busy.
My fault, I think.
But you just came back from a concert. What concert did you go to?
I went to a choir concert that my dad's brother and his wife usually sing in, and my dad's sister. But none of them were singing tonight because they were all doing other things. So,
was it decent? Was it awesome?
It was good, yeah. Different classical pieces, like Mozart and Mendelssohn and Fauré. So there was a choir of about 50 maybe, and a pianist and a conductor. So it was nice, yeah.
Nice. Okay, so Monday, what do you want to talk about? What do you think we should cover? We should cover another social media, so then on Friday we can announce our artist, because I'm still working with photographers to make sure that we give credit where credit is due for every image, and I can start launching that social media image. So before we announce that, we need to come up with something for Monday.
We haven't done SoundCloud. Have we done YouTube?
We should do SoundCloud.
Yeah, we could do.
We should do like SoundCloud, and then I never really thought of those as social media, but you know what? You're right. We should do SoundCloud. We should announce that Rupert and I reopened our MySpace accounts, on Friday?
Yeah. So, yeah.
He's like, she's giving me more work. I'm giving him more work. Okay, so we opened our MySpace accounts on Friday, so you should come say hi to us on MySpace. We should cover that. And we should do like Reverb Nation.
Yeah. Two people who I've been talking to, musicians, have kind of given somewhat contradictory experience about Reverb Nation, so it'd be good to just talk about it.
It would be good to talk about it and be able to open up the discussion. I'm like, again, every social media platform has pros and cons, and I'd like to see what the differences are. I'm like, I know you and I both use SoundCloud and ReverbNation when we're dealing with artists, so we can talk about it from our experience, but you also get to use SoundCloud, but you don't use ReverbNation?
I have my own music on there from 5 or 10 years ago, but I don't check in there very often.
Which ones? I know you have a SoundCloud, but do you have a ReverbNation?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I need to go check that out too, because apparently I'm behind the times.
My ReverbNation is a Rupert Cheek one that I kind of don't pay much attention to be honest.
What if you like go in there and find out that like everybody and their dog has loved you for like the last year and you weren't there?
I'll go in there every month or something to check, but I don't like.
All right, so everybody go in and listen to Rupert's ReverbNation and SoundCloud, so he has lots of practice between now and then navigating it, so he can talk about it. And I can discuss it from the position of being able to listen to your music, share the experience, the social media platform side of it, but I'm not a performer, so.
One of the people who I asked if they would be happy to be featured or discussed on one of our shows was the person who said they were moving away from it.
Oh.
And the artist who we've been talking with was saying that they think it's really useful. So
yeah, well, we discussed that with him.
That's well.
Maybe we should do a couple. Maybe we should break the SoundCloud, MySpace, and ReverbNation away from our social media mini-series and cover a music specialist social media mini-series where we can have engaged discussions with artists that are willing.
Could do it. Yeah.
I think that's good. Anyways, world, I'm sorry that I'm disheveled today, and, well, I'm not. I'm not sorry. It's me. Hi. But this is what we have on Tumblr. Please ask us questions down below so we can answer them. And if you want, reach out to us on Tumblr. That's mine. That's Rupert's. And we're always online. Just what we do. And Monday we can talk about SoundCloud. And then Friday we will introduce our artist, our newest artist. And hope you guys have a banging weekend. It is hot here. What's your weather like?
We had about a 3-day summer here, when it was like 30 plus degrees, but now it's cooler and it was raining today, so who knows?
We are sitting at 107 degrees on the Oregon coast.
What's that in Celsius?
Hot.
That's 41, 42, wow.
Yeah, so on Monday expect me to have a tan because this barbecue's outside and I'm shooting for a tan, not a burn. Alright, well, I totally love you, world. I think you're amazing. Thank you for checking in with Rupert and I. We'll see you guys on Monday.
Hope you enjoy the party.